still at the SVRA event, and one of the participants coming in for this is Johnny Benson. And Johnny, this is a little bit different than what you spent your career doing. What is it like to come back to an event like this and see guys that you've run with over the years, and some people you maybe never raced with or didn't meet, and it's just like a racing society getting back together and you race?
Well, I think it's great for one to have it here at Indy. It's my second time. I've run for this event, and BIR being the first one, but to come here to Indy to do this is pretty awesome. One, because it's Indianapolis, and two, I've ran here in the stock cars with the NASCAR thing and had a pretty good race. Didn't end up exactly what we wanted, but led a lot of laps. We're up front all day, and that's so that part's really cool to come to this track. But then also to see all the drivers from all these other divisions that we don't get to see very often. We're doing our racing. We're with the stock cars, but to see some of the open wheel guys, road course guys, and all that in this event is great. And I was talking to Johnny Rutherford earlier because I was with Pennzoil when he ran that so well here. He was with Pennzoil at the time, and he had come to other races like down to Daytona and Charlotte. We chatted. And then when I saw him here, of course, I went over and talked to him, and we chatted for a little bit. But he was kind of like outside of my dad. He was my hero for especially in open wheel cars here at Indy. So, what a great opportunity for me to at least get to race a little bit. You don't get to do that much. I never got to race against my dad, and that's I really wish that would have happened. Because my dad is my hero, especially in racing. But Johnny Rutherford is also for that's who I always pull for in Indy cars. So for me to be able to at least run some laps with him, that's gonna be awesome.
It's interesting what Tony's put together and how it's grown, and for guys like yourself to say, sure, I'll come. Why not? Get together, and you've run, as you said, once before. You've been here. If he invites you to other events, will you go?
Oh, absolutely. We all want to race, right? We all want to be competitive. We all want to go do the best that you can, but really this has evolved around charity. And I think that's what's so special about this, and Tony and everybody has put together a great opportunity for not just for us racers, but for the people that own these cars, for the amateurs that spend all the time and effort to get these cars on the track. They have fun with them. We're having fun with them, but for great causes. And I think that's probably the most important part of this is the cause and the charity, and the racing part's just a bonus for us.
You had an outstanding career in NASCAR, and now you're making an appearance at several of these events. And the fans, I noticed when you were walking around, fans still recognize you.
They do. I mean, that's kind of surprising because I've been out for so long. I mean, I still do some racing with the open wheel, with the super modifieds, and every once in a while with my late model car. But it is amazing how long people will recognize you. Now, probably here is because in '96 when you ran and led all those laps, that's a big help on that part of it. But there's great fans. It doesn't matter where you're at, whether it's a local dirt track or asphalt track or a big place like Indianapolis. There's great fans all over, and I think your great dedicated fans, they remember their drivers.
And I think when the drivers, I've noticed at some of the autograph sessions, when a driver recognizes somebody that's been there before, oh yeah, I saw you wherever it happens to be, you got them hooked. They're your fan for life.
It is. I think that you try to be as nice as you can, and then you're also trying to do your job. It's a big balancing act, and I think that a lot of times you get fans that love you, and then you get fans that don't love you, and then you get the whole realm of everything. But that's what makes the sport great.
Right.
Everybody's not going to love everybody. You're going to have some rivals. You got like if one guy's pulling for this guy, he's not going to pull for this guy, and there are a lot of fans that vote for everybody, but I mean, you always get the two sides, and I think that's what makes the sport great too. I mean, if everybody's, the happy and whatever, but people like to see some action on the track, and the drivers get a little upset, and that's fine too. I mean, I don't think most people don't like to see it, but at the same token, it does bring some excitement to the sport.
It brings fans in the stands, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting to see you here. I'm glad to see you here, out and about. Glad to see fans recognize you, and I hope you have a good time.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time.
And hopefully you'll come back again.
Oh, absolutely.
with Johnny Benson at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the SVRA event. It's Don Kay. Thanks.